They say imitation is the highest form of flattery, and also that innovation begins with imitation. Unrelated to that, welcome to Armchair Devs KIWAMI, a show where 3 victims are given a franchise or vague concept and have to produce a game based on it. The twist? They don't know what they have to make until I tell them. Welcome to Armchair Dev KIWAMI. Hello and welcome to Armchair Devs KIWAMI. I am your host, Mr. Field, and with me are my 3 victims, Dan and Bob Video Games from GigaBoots.com.
I'm excited to be the Dan part of that sentence.
I'm very scared to be the Bob part of that sentence.
And KZ Excellent from KZExcellent.com.
I buckle under pressure.
Ooh, that's bad for today.
Oh, shit.
And I'm proud to announce that I lied.
What?
The initial bit about imitation was in fact relevant to today's concept. This gaming industry, a lot of games are made by committee. They're focus grouped down to a shiny nub. But some games have the brilliant mind of an auteur behind them. An auteur that is so valuable, maybe we have to copy their very distinctive style and storytelling. That is why the concept for today's Armchair Devs is my 3 contestants are required to give me a David Cage game.
No!
Shit, no.
No!
No.
I couldn't have predicted this one.
Oh, no.
What are we gonna draw? Oh my god!
How am I supposed to balance the acidity in this short period of time?
Yeah, that's...
Apologies in advance to a specific person listening, Dr. Aggro, sometimes contestant of this show, for not waiting for you to use this one. But yes, you have to give me a game that David Cage would write and direct. That is the only fucking requirement. It can be any genre you want. It can be any style you want. It can be any story you want, as long as I look at it and go, yeah, fucking David Cage would write that. I will now give my contestants 3 minutes to regret and also come up with whatever things they want to come up with. That is 3 minutes starting right now. Edit this out, but being able to hear the typing makes this so funny.
It was only once I opened the document that I went, I should have given Bob the fucking MacBook. Oh my god, I'm a criminal.
It's okay.
$90 seconds remaining.
Fuck.
No.
Oh my god! I'm gonna pass out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's time. Now, deciding who goes first in this category is always difficult. It's like dealing with a class. You have to give the students that you think need more time a little bit more time by having them go later. I feel like we change how long people get for elevator pitches every single time.
15 seconds.
Or at least have the discussion.
We tried to do 15, but it's moved.
Well, we'll be going with 15 because I think you can really condense the concept of a David Cage game down into a couple sentences if you have to.
Yeah, I can do that.
So we will start with Bob.
Oh, no.
Bob, you have 15 seconds once you begin speaking.
Sorry.
Big Metal is a giant robot game that, unlike other giant robots games, is about the characters. Also, it features gay people.
That's time. Okay, very good. Let me just put this in the notes here. David Cage Evangelion. Okay. Next, we're gonna go to Dan Video Games. 15 seconds once you begin speaking.
Ring of Power, Onus of Strength is a brilliant, completely original high fantasy game which has a ring of power, which is a lot to deal with morally, I guess. It's still a murder mystery, but all the orcs are portrayed by black actors, which might be a racial metaphor, but we'll leave that to the press to figure it out.
And time. Never before have I heard such a fantastic pitch since Bright for Netflix.
Okay, I was wondering.
You give me that name again?
Ring of Power, Onus of Strength.
Okay.
Let's put a "the" at the beginning of that subtitle. Ring of Power, the Onus of Strength. There we go.
Okay, got it. KZ, excellent.
Yes.
It is your turn once you begin talking.
The year is 1995. The world is beginning to forever change as certain people wake up with mysterious powers. As you control 3 protagonists, you'll have them adapt to their superpowers in great power, rise to responsibility.
Okay. That's time. Great.
You asked for it.
I did ask for this. I'm beginning to feel some degree of regret.
Poison me, please.
I guess I better start asking people things about their game.
We could break new ground in Armchair Devs. We could just cut to the drawing and end the episode.
Sure.
No, sadly, we have to build up to something as good as the drawing.
Oh, fuck me.
Bob,
Yeah, what's up?
tell me about the gay people in your game.
Well, you see, we don't actually get characterization for any of them. It's heavily implied that the gay people might be summoning the monsters. Just by being gay, like not voluntarily, by like their gayness might be summoning these creatures. It's really, really offensive, but he will keep pushing it like it's not, and actually very innovative.
I'm losing it because I'm already seeing the scene. What do you mean? The gayness might be tied to the demons? Everyone's straight-faced.
Oh.
That's right!
So Pacific Rim, but the rift is caused by homosexuality.
Yes.
Whoa.
Probably.
Yeah, it could be. That's at least one of the major narrative strengths.
They fuck a girl and the rift starts closing.
KZ, we're gonna move on to you.
Oh, boy.
Tell me about your 3 characters.
Well, we have 3 different characters here now. What makes it very special is definitely through plot conveniences. None of them are white, and none of them are straight. They're from 3 different places across America, like chose New York, Ohio, and California. To try and like illustrate different settings.
The 2 places that matter and 1 free one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, one of them that's a lot simpler to render.
They all have British accents still, right?
Yes. Even the one that's like overtly very Chinese. We don't really know what's going on. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. That's about that. That's a David Cage amount of characterization.
Whew. Man, I can underachieve and it feels like I'm playing to the source.
Dan,
Oh.
tell me the basic story of Ring of Power, the Onus of Strength.
Okay, so in a typical high fantasy, there's some sort of inner character struggle as they deal with a thing or a grand journey they must go on. I'm happy to tell you that is not happening in this game. It is, in fact, a murder mystery, but the person solving the murder mystery has an unbelievable ring of strength, seemingly unrelated to the core plot of the game. I figure I should point out there are virtually no downsides to him having this ring of strength. There are no ring wraiths. There are nothing like that. He just has a ring of unbelievably cool tricks and things it can do. And he talks about how, he can do all these things, and it's very, very cool. There is basically no moral struggle with our main character, as far as you could tell. But we're gonna really treat it in the marketing as though this is a huge thing he has to deal with.
Okay, thank you. I think I'm starting to get the idea of your game. We'll go back to KZ now.
Hi.
What kind of superpowers your characters have, KZ?
Okay. One of them has the power to turn invisible. They got that stealth camo thing going on, so they can sneak around and stuff.
Oh, good. In a David Cage game.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We had that one be the one in New York, so it's like a very bustling city. Felt like that would work really well. We have another person who we basically just ripped off Cyclops from X-Men. So they just have uncontrollable lasers coming out of their eyes. And the third one has the power of teleportation and flight.
Oh, both.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, super.
Mm-hmm. They're really special, and there's specific reasons.
Okay, then.
Oh, God.
Bob.
What's up?
Tell me about the robots in your game. Are they like cool mecha? Are they big BattleTech robots? What kind of robots are we dealing with here?
They're big, kind of like mech warrior style robots, where it'll be a big, like clumsy looking centerpiece with legs, and lots of guns. And they were piloted by two people, of course. So it's a very straight couple inside.
Well, of course, if homosexuality summons the monsters, obviously you need to channel heterosexuality to defeat them.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
But yeah, they will be the center point of the relationship struggle. Because, this isn't about the robots. The robots are there, but don't think about them.
Okay.
Of course, it's about the characters.
Yeah, it's about the characters.
Unlike other mecha series.
Yes.
This is actually very different than any other mecha series.
You're a trendsetter.
I've never seen one.
Damn, you're doing a
that is
perfect
how-
job.
I've seen
how-
iRobot.
Dan,
Hi.
tell me about the murder mystery that is unrelated to the Ring of Power that lets the protagonist be real cool.
Well, the inciting incident of this is an old white man who everyone loves, who's rich, who took care of Chet at one point in his life. Chet being the name of our main character. Yeah, the main character's name is Chet. Chet. Yeah. Chet.
Is his friend named Tanner?
No, his friend is Lance. That's going to be the orc that helps him solve mysteries. Chet and Lance are going to have to figure out what happened to the old rich white guy that everyone loves who died at the beginning of this story, because it was clear that it was not a suicide. It was clearly just set up to look like a suicide. Chet's going to get to the bottom of this, though.
All right. I think I'm really having the idea of this game fleshed out. But, I'm just one man. I have mental blind spots. So I'm going to delegate finding out more information to you guys. As always, each of you are going to get to ask your fellow contestants one question each. And, you know what? Dan can start.
Lucky.
KZ, I have a very deep question to ask you.
Yeah, sure.
Is there a sky laser?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Now we know. We get the entire
is
scope
important.
of KZ's.
You now
endeavor.
know what the final third of the game will be.
That's good. I think that's important in a David Cage style game to have a sky laser for the trailer.
How did you know there will be a part in Endgame where a character will stare at a sky laser with 4 very vague choices appearing on the screen?
Ooh, that's very cool. Okay, Bob,
What's up?
can you tell me about the homosexual overtone of your game and how that interfaces with perhaps a topic such as the military-industrial complex, or any sort of metaphor or commentary on any of that? Will any of that happen? How will it interact? Is this a through line through your game, a metaphor, anything? Are you touching on anything?
Of course not. What are you?
Damn
are
it,
you?
son of a bitch.
I'm like, no, no.
God damn it.
That would require me to research anything.
Oh my God.
I will not do that. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you, Bob.
Brave.
I think you're really nailing it. No further questions.
Well, I guess KZ can go next.
Bob,
Yeah.
you have like robots in that.
Mm-hmm.
Describe to me some sort of exciting battle set piece.
Well, you see, there will be a large creature of unknown origin attacking this town, and you'll then get a viewpoint from behind your mech, and it looks like a third-person shooter, but it is not. It is not a third-person shooter. You'll have 3 different options appear on screen.
Oh my God.
To use these 3 different types of weapons. And so, you can do the main cannon one and just shoots your big, cannon.
Oh, and then it just plays a pre-canned sequence of if you did that.
Yes. But here's the thing, though.
What?
If you choose the wrong one, people could die.
Oh my God.
Oh, right?
Wow.
Does that affect anything in the plot, or?
I mean, whenever it shows you the overview of how many people have died during this attack, you'll see it's a higher number.
Number go up.
Yeah. You don't want that number to go up.
I don't want
that's
number to
terrible.
go up.
This is wrecking me. I'm falling apart at the seams.
Dan,
Hey, what's up?
how many references, and can you go into detail of them, if there are there to other Quantic Dream games?
Oh, there are no references to other Quantic Dream games because I've never played a Quantic Dream game.
Oh.
I've also never seen anything high fantasy. This is a complete original work from my mind.
Whoa.
Oh, I was hoping like giant bugs would show up or a Matrix fight in the air would happen.
No, I'm sorry. Just like David Cage has never seen Blade Runner or anything like it, I've never played any David Cage game. This is just coming straight from my mind, I assure you.
Oh, okay. That's always good.
Very authentic.
No, it's got to come from the heart, Dan.
Honestly, the main difference here, I think, I don't know, haven't played their games. The main character is the good guy in my game.
Well, I'm done. That means it's Bob's turn.
Dan,
Hey, what's up?
do you have any other known fantasy races? I mean, this is a high fantasy stuff. We doubt something other than orcs and humans.
Don't ask that.
Well, yes, of course, Bob. There are going to be elves.
Okay.
The elves are kind of like pretentious. Nobody really likes them. They're very smart, but Chet and Lance never want to have to ask the elves for help.
Is Chet human then, or what's going on with Chet?
Oh yeah, Chet's of course a cishet white man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I figured with that name it would be apparent, but and of course his friend Lance is an orc. So we've got those two. Aside from that, we have a bunch of fairies. They don't do anything in the plot. They're just everywhere and pieces of ass. That's it. That's their whole point in this game. There are just fairies floating around, bent over rails, sitting
Like
on
wizards.
flowers. Oh my God, yes.
Are they based on any famous actors?
With or without their consent?
No comment.
Damn it.
I guess I have to ask KZ something now.
Hi. It's
just
me.
keep in mind, Bob,
Uh-huh.
there is the sky laser. Don't ask that question. I already asked it.
Okay, we got that out. Right. We basically know his entire game.
I've got 3 people's superpowers. One of them has 2, though.
One's trapped in Ohio, I think.
Yeah, that one has 2.
I feel like you're leading me to
Wow.
ask about why they have two, but I'm not going to ask you that, Casey. I'm going to ask you how the gameplay works in your game.
Okay. So this is the third person perspective where you walk around. It's loaded up with animations to make it so moving feels bad,
Okay.
but feels realistic, I guess. Occasionally, your superpowers will be during context-sensitive moments as we deal out the story, or specific action moments that would require you to do that, while the character talks to themselves like a crazy person the entire time through the game. However, we try to load up as many different things that could happen depending on your choices as we can. So we'll have like that flowchart thing that they did in Detroit that'll make you want to play the game again.
Or claw your eyes out. One or the other.
Or claw your eyes out whenever it's like you finished the thing that was like make breakfast, and then as it turns out there were 11 paths you could have taken, and one of them involved you being brutally murdered.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's cool. I'm excited to see all the different ways it can go.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll all be very, very different.
Yes.
Now, we're on to, the real star of the show, the drawings. The contestants will have 3 minutes to produce me a high-quality drawing of the prompt I'm about to give them. The prompt for this episode is draw David Cage crying in court as a result of some lawsuit due to your game.
What?
All right.
Here we go.
You have 3 minutes.
Starting now?
Yes, starting right now.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
And that's time. I certainly hope I've been prepared some very interesting depictions of one David Cage.
Let me save this.
Let me crop it.
Good. Good. I'll give you guys a moment to prepare to present. Don't be drawing any more though. Time's up.
I'm ready to go.
Good. You're first.
Okay. All right, let's head on over to... There it is. Did my best to try and deliver on the vision that you wanted of upset in court. Well, here it is. So as you can see, here's David Cage. You can tell he's bald and stinky. He is claiming this is slander. He has many LGBT friends. When the judge asks, why did you think metaphors of two powers worked for a transgender character? And they were wondering why that felt like a good idea. And he kept saying that that's just how they are, and then started crying about it. And the judge, for some reason, said death. I don't really. It seemed pretty weird that happened, but this was his vision.
That sure is a vision. I don't.
He also didn't shower for 3 days.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's French.
Whew.
Dan, you're up next.
Great. Let me get this posted in there. 1 second. Gotta rotate it the correct way because I'm not used to this shit. I'm really glad that this episode where I get 3 minutes to make art is the first one I'm doing this on an iPad.
Yes, it's ideal, actually.
So I tried to really capture his character, try to get really close on him so you can see all the details of his various qualities. Anyway, so here's David Cage. Here's David Cage in court crying. You can see his neck beard is intact, and he's wearing his iconic light blue shirt.
It's fusing with his tits.
His neck beard is growing.
Look, look again. He's French. He's very hairy.
He's look, it migrated from up top to elsewhere. That just happens with some people.
Yeah, it does.
I think I captured the essence of David Cage here, and I stand by it.
Well, it's time. We're going to end off the drawings with Bob.
Okay,
I'm
here
very
we go.
excited to see your depiction.
I didn't have, much time, so let's show him in here.
Okay.
Let's try in.
No one did.
Oh my god. It says compressing files. There we go.
Oh my god, you made him baby nut shaped.
You did.
What is that reminding me of? Oh my god.
Boss baby.
It's fucking boss baby David Cage.
Baby David Cage. Oh my god, what a nightmare.
Look,
He
that's
has
just
his
how...
curl, like the curl looks like the curl. I don't even know if that's supposed to be like a curl. I don't know, or just sweat.
Yeah, I was thinking,
But it
I was trying to make
reminds
his
me-
head look reflective, but I could see how being a curl would make sense.
It's like the baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, who has a similarly good behavior around women.
Okay. I
yeah.
finally figured it out. He looks like the boss from Big Top Burger by Wortha Kids.
He kind of does,
But
doesn't he?
bald.
What?
So I'm animating him in my head like where the kids animate stuff, and he's just sweating and wiping it. Jesus.
I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna tab out of this channel.
No, but you can't do that yet, KZ, because I'm gonna go around and get one thing that each person absolutely wanted to get out that they haven't told me yet. We're gonna start with Bob.
All right, my one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Would you believe my game also has a sky laser?
I would.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
I can say it, yeah.
Dan, what do you want to tell me about your game?
So, as I said, we have a few different races in our game, but unfortunately, we're charging forward with a very strong idea, a very powerful writer behind the concept, and he has ideas for a lot of characters, but none of them are women. Except for the fairies. Those aren't really characters, though. We've been over that.
Yeah, the area doesn't have enough tits in it.
Yeah. And just to be clear, there are no male fairies, okay?
Yeah, I don't want to get any confusion here.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would want that, nor am I interested in asking why.
KZ,
Yes.
tell me something about your game you haven't told me yet and think it's important for me to know.
Okay, so just like in other superhero-related media, like X-Men 3: The Last Stand, there will be a cure to the superpower problem.
Oh, okay.
They'll come in, so it'll be an injection, just like like any type of cure of that. It was unsimilar to other things in the world. It will be 2 doses.
No.
Not only will it get rid of people's superpowers, since for some reason only minorities seem to get these superpowers, it will also change their skin white.
All right.
You know what? It could have gone worse.
All right. Thank you for this bold vision.
Could have gone worse. Thank you very much for your bold vision.
I just wanted to do what David Cage would want. Allegedly.
I don't think it's allegedly anymore.
Gotta go.
I have to ruminate on this. I got some strong pitches. I really have to be the thinking man on this one. And when I come back, I will tell you who won this episode of Armchair Devs KIWAMI. I'm back. I've got some thoughts on all these pitches. Dan,
Hello.
Ring of Power, the Onus of Strength, has some interesting ideas.
Sure
I
does.
think the the ring of power that has nothing to do with the story whatsoever, no downsides and no moral struggle whatsoever, even if the marketing claims otherwise, offers the potential for some really interesting QTEs for you to go through. I think Chet and Lance have some possibility to be a real strong duo, much like the duo in Detroit, the only part of that game anybody liked.
Yep.
I am worried that there will be some controversy about no character with anything approaching agency being a woman. You'd think people would understand by now these are David Cage games, but somehow it just keeps coming up.
That's tragic. You know, I just talked to the writer, and the writer just has all these great characters, but coincidentally, none of them are women. And I feel like arbitrarily changing the gender of them wouldn't make sense, because then their character couldn't make sense, right? That makes sense, right? Well, I'm not being recorded, am I?
Right, of course, Bob.
Yeah.
I think the concept of your story about straight people getting into a giant mecha and fighting monsters that may or may not have been summoned by homosexuals has a lot of potential for character conflict. You know, for example, what if a bi person gets in one of the mechs? What would happen then?
Yeah, we just don't know.
Maybe the sequel will explore that territory.
The idea of having a number you see sometimes so you know how many innocent people died that has no effect on anything but is just there will really make me think about the choices. But at the same time, I'm worried that having a sky laser will make it too similar to other similar products in the industry at the moment.
Don't worry, our sky laser, like all of them, is very unique and different.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's good to know. Complaint retracted. KZ,
Hi.
gonna be real, your pitch almost made me black out.
Why?
But at the same time, I think there's some real potential there with, you know, the state of a character's identity representing itself as them having two powers and maybe at some point losing both of them and also becoming white.
But yeah, only if you choose that. Only if you choose to become white. You could just go about your day.
Of course, okay, of course. Your choices matter. How foolish of me.
They do matter.
I think it's good you have a sky laser. Superhero sky lasers. Consumers understand that connection innately.
Yup.
Jeez.
I've taken all three pitches into account. I've patched up all the wounds they've given me.
Those are self-inflicted.
Scheduled the therapy to deal with the problems I'm going to be having after this episode. So I'm confident in saying the winner of this episode of Armchair Devs KIWAMI is KZ Excellent.
Yeah!
What can I say? You put forth the only idea I actually think David Cage might do.
It felt like the right choice to be like, what's big right now? Superheroes. What's also big right now? David Cage being David Cage.
When I look at these three pitches, the only thing I can see is, yes, David Cage would give a character two powers for that reason.
I'm so proud of myself. I could really dig myself into that hole of what would he do?
That's a scary hole to be in, but thank you, KZ.
Yeah, I never want to go in there again.
It's okay. I'll get mine made into an animated series on Amazon.
Is Max Landis going to be attached to this too? Thanks to our other contestants, and thank you for listening to Armchair Devs KIWAMI.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Armchair Devs. Podcasts like this and the Big Think Dimension are only possible with viewer support. If you'd like to help us in the fight for good content, please show us your support over on patreon.com/gbpodcasts, where you can also listen to the extended pitches that couldn't make it into this episode.
This month's GigaBoots executive producers are Esme, E. Lee Broyles, Starfalcon, Spaceman Spiff, Red Blaze 27, Brendan O'Sullivan, Dobo Muito Real, Ace Gundam Pilot Adam Admar, Cooper Tank, Zilter, and Virmvarn. Thank you very much to our executive producers. And also these gamers. If you want to be a gamer or ascend to God Kinghood, then head on over to patreon.com/gigaboots today.